Hey, hello guys, welcome to IQ Civil Science Academy, a great coach transforms life. So today we are going to discuss two topics. One is surrogacy, that is more important for your mains examination, and another is xenotransplantation, that is more important for your prelims. Both topic belongs to biotechnology and they are in once in a while they are in current affairs. So if once you have the fair idea about the basics of these two concepts, you can easily deal with the current affair and your efforts to remember things under current affairs will reduce. So this topic will be covered by me, Dr. Sachin Kadam, faculty at IQ Civil Science Academy, Guwahati. This is about IQ Civil Science Academy. Here you can see we are helping Assam government since 2018 to train their students for UPSC CSE as well as APSC examination, and we have produced brilliant and excellent results. You will come to know soon. So this is happening since 2018-19. So you can say ours is a government affiliated institute. The quality and the content given at IQ Civil is the best. Then this is the Google review given by our students on Google, 4.9 star. That is rare and that is unique for UPSC and APSC institute or civil services institute. This is our elite panel of faculties from Delhi that includes Sunil sir, Sachin sir, Anuj sir, Alok sir, Yogesh sir, Rizwan sir, Vikram sir and Nitin Kumar sir. What you need to do, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video, share this video, and don't forget to share this video to your friends because these topics are very important for civil services examination. We are starting our new batches from the 5th January and 15th of January, that is from next month, and registration for these batches have already been started. We are available offline as well as online. For offline classes you need to be in Guwahati, and for online you can join our online batch from anywhere in India. So this is IQ Civil Science Academy, Guwahati. So what is surrogacy in India? See, this surrogacy news, it is in news since 2013 or you can say 2009. I will show you one news since that day or that year. Surrogacy is a very important news or in UPSC or for UPSC. Okay, there is one Japanese baby case related to surrogacy. So let's see what exactly it is. Baby Manji's case throws up need for law on surrogacy. This is the tipping point that brought surrogacy in India in current affairs in mainstream, and that is the reason today we have Surrogacy Act as well as we have Assisted Reproductive Technique ART technique bill in our parliament. This case is of 2008. So what exactly surrogacy is, how exactly it works, and what exactly is the status of surrogacy in India. So see, now, why surrogacy is in news in October and November? Because Tamil film director Vignesh and his wife, actress Nayantara, they had become parents to twin boys and is building up into a controversy with speculation that couple opted for surrogacy. तो इस couple ने recently announce किया कि उनको दो लड़के हुए हैं, both are twin, and most probably they must have opted for surrogacy. That's why surrogacy in India is in news, it is in current affairs. Let's go ahead. Now, what exactly surrogacy is all about, why it is in news? So, see, commercial surrogacy now is a $2.3 billion industry in alone India. आपको अगर सरोगसी का लेटेस्ट एग्जांपल देखना है तो यू मस्ट नो कि आपने पढ़ा होगा प्रियंका चोपड़ा, शी बिकेम मदर ऑफ अ गर्ल या बॉय, आई एम नॉट श्योर, एंड दैट इज आल्सो थ्रू सरोगसी. So surrogacy is always in news. Okay, in India it is a $2.3 billion industry. Then nearly 25,000 children born to surrogates each year in India. So you can say monthly 2000 से ज़्यादा बच्चे surrogacy से इंडिया में पैदा होते हैं. 50% ऑफ देम आर क्लाइंट्स फ्रॉम वेस्ट, लेकिन इन बच्चों के जो ओरिजिनल मदर एंड फादर होते दे आर फ्रॉम द वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड, दे आर फ्रॉम द डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज. नाउ व्हाई surrogacy or commercial surrogacy is happening in India? Because Number one, cheap medical facilities. Cost of medical services in India is lesser compared to developed world. Number two, advanced reproductive technological know-how. India's medical field, India's doctors, India's medical facilities are world class and they are cost effective. They do not cost a lot. Number three, पुअर सोशियो इकोनॉमिक कंडीशंस, जो सोशियो इकोनॉमिक कंडीशंस है वो इंडिया में पुअर है, तो यू कैन इजीली फाइंड अ सरोगेट मदर इन इंडिया. इट इज नॉट इजी टू फाइंड a surrogate mother in western world or developed world. And most important, there is no law, there is no rule, there is no regulation that regulates surrogacy in India, but that is not true today. But these are the four reasons that made India a lucrative center for surrogacy and that turned India's commercial surrogacy industry to become a $2.3 billion industry. Now, normally a surrogate mother gets a payment up to 3 lakh to 3.99 lakh, but this payment is paid by the intended parents to the doctors, and from doctor it goes to the surrogate. Normally surrogate gets only 75,000 to 1 lakh rupees, means though the cost is 3 to 4 lakh rupees, but actual surrogate mother gets only 75 to 1 lakh rupees. And that is a problem, means यहाँ पे भी लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, people are involved in corruption. I don't know why people need so much money. Most of these women work as domestic help in India. Those women who opt for surrogacy now, mostly they are domestic workers and normally they earn just 3,000 a month. So this is their additional income. Along with domestic work, they will, if they get 9 to 10 month में उनको अगर 1 लाख भी मिल जाए तो that is good money ना. So from this slide you got the fair idea कि what is the economic cost of commercial surrogacy in India, what is the spread of surrogacy in India, who comes for surrogacy in India, who opts for to become a surrogate mother in India, and why India is so famous or why India is preferred by most of the people to get surrogate mothers. Clear? Let's go ahead. Now, what exactly surrogacy is? It is an effective method to treat infertility. Suppose there is a married couple and they do not have a child, so they can have their own child through surrogacy. So it is an effective method to treat infertility. In this method, another woman carries the child in her womb for 9 months and gives birth to it. So basic story is like this. Suppose this is the mother. Listen to this very carefully. Huh? This is the mother. Matlab we will get the female gamete from the mother. Then this is the father. Fine. We will get male gamete, that is sperm, from the father. Excuse me. We will fertilize them outside, that is in vitro fertilization, we call this IVF. After this fertilization, excuse me, one cell is formed, we call that cell zygote. Now this zygote belongs to this mother and father. Now this zygote belongs to this couple. So this zygote that is formed through IVF, it should be implanted into the uterus of mother, right? But instead of doing that, if we implant this zygote in the uterus of a female who is not biological mother of this zygote, so we call this female surrogate. So what is happening here? The child belongs biologically and genetically, the child belongs to this couple, but this child is growing in the uterus of this woman, so we call that this woman a surrogate mother. Got it? Clear? Simple. So let's go ahead. So in this method, another woman carries the child in her womb for 9 months and gives birth to it. It can be called as an arrangement between the intended parents and the surrogate mother. So that couple will give some money to the surrogate mother. So this is the couple. This is they are the biological parents of this child, but that child grew in the uterus of this surrogate mother. So this couple will pay something to her. That's why she will carry the baby for 9 months. Now, so this is surrogacy. Now surrogacy can be Commercial means the intended parents will pay some money to this female so that she will opt for surrogacy or she will become surrogate mother, or surrogacy can be altruistic means this female will carry the baby of this couple just out of compassion. So it can be commercial or it can be altruistic. Commercial surrogacy involves money, and altruistic surrogacy involves no money. It is completely on the basis of compassion. Clear? Let's go ahead. Eligibility to be a surrogate mother. Now, in case of India, now we are talking about the law that is in India related to surrogacy. So, who can become a surrogate mother in India? A woman who is, pehli baat to, that woman should be a married woman. Second, her age should be between 25 to 35 years. And third, that woman should have her own child. A woman who fulfills these three requirements, that woman will be called, that woman can become a surrogate mother in India. She can act as a surrogate mother only once in her lifetime, and a woman who is married, whose age is between 25 to 35 years, who has her own child, she can become a surrogate mother but only once in her lifetime. She cannot become, she cannot become surrogate mother frequently. That will take a toll on her mental, physical health, right? So she can act as a surrogate mother only once in her lifetime, and with only 3 attempts of procedure is allowed. Suppose a female agreed to become a surrogate mother because she is married, her age is between 25 to 35 years, and she has her own child. And we opted for IVF kiya, then we created a zygote, and when we implanted that zygote into the uterus of this surrogate mother, so we can do this only 3 times. And if that female is unable to carry the baby, then you can try once, twice, or thrice. And if she is unable to carry the baby, then now she cannot become a surrogate mother. So there is a limit. You can become a surrogate mother only once in a lifetime, and you can become a surrogate mother. While doing that, you can try only 3 times, and if it fails, now you are not eligible to become a surrogate mother. The woman has to give a written informed consent for the purpose and also be medically and psychologically fit. Let's go ahead. Then in India, commercial surrogacy is not allowed because in India only altruistic surrogacy is allowed. So no charges other than medical expenses can be given to the surrogate mother or her dependents or her representative by intending couple or woman. So I told you there are 2 types of surrogacies, altruistic and commercial. So in preliminary examination, if they say you which type of surrogacy is allowed in India, only altruistic, not commercial. Okay. Then abortion, if a surrogate mother wants to abort that child, she can do that according to the provisions of Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act, MTP Act. A surrogate mother can be allowed abortion during the process of surrogacy only in accordance with MTP Act or Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act. She also cannot disclose the identity of the couple seeking the surrogacy. Fine. I hope you got the fair idea. अब मैं एक बार आपको quickly revision दिला देता हूँ. What is surrogacy? When a couple whose biological child grows in the uterus of a third woman, so that woman is known as surrogate mother, and this process is known as surrogacy. In India, surrogacy is allowed but only on the basis of altruistic, means commercial surrogacy is not allowed. Number two, surrogacy is allowed only if a woman can become a surrogate only if she is married, only if her age is between 25 to 35 years, only if that woman has her own child, and The process, she can become surrogate only once in a life, in her lifetime. And last, you can try only thrice. After that, if it fails, so now that woman cannot become a surrogate mother. And if that surrogate mother wants to abort that child, it is allowed. Matlab, she has the right to abort that child according to MTP Act. Clear? So what is surrogacy? What are the different qualifying criteria to become a surrogate mother? What are the different rights of the surrogate mother? Just I told you. Now, if someone do not follows the rules given under Surrogacy Act, then what penalty can be put? So under Surrogacy Act, what activities are considered as offences? The offences under the act include: number one, commercial surrogacy is not allowed, so it is an offence. Number two, selling of embryos, IVF में जो zygote बने हैं उनको sell करना, that is also not allowed. नंबर थ्री, एक्सप्लॉइटिंग एंड अबंडनिंग सरोगेट चाइल्ड, तो ऐसा नहीं कर सकते आप. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इस कपल ने अपना मेल गैमेट और फीमेल गैमेट देके जाइगोट बनाया, देन दिस जाइगोट was implanted in the uterus of this surrogate mother. After birth, now this couple cannot say कि we don't want this baby because that baby is theirs. So it is an offense under Surrogacy Act to abandon the surrogate child. Okay. And if these offenses are done by someone, then they can invite imprisonment up to 10 years and a fine up to 10 lakh rupees. Then there are regulations of surrogacy clinics as well. No surrogacy clinic can conduct or associate with or help in any manner in conducting the surrogacy procedure unless it is registered under the law. Means, if you want to perform any surrogacy activity in your clinic, you need to register yourself as a surrogacy clinic, not just as a clinic. You need to register and then you can perform surrogacy procedure. Clear? So these are the penalties. So I hope you got the fair idea what is surrogacy, what is the eligibility criteria to become a surrogate, what are the major rights of the surrogate mother, and what is the penalty if you do not follow the rules or if you do not follow the act. Now, major provisions of the law, ये जो surrogacy regulation act है उसकी major provisions क्या है? Eligibility. According to the Surrogacy Regulation Act, only a married couple who has a medical condition necessitating gestational surrogacy can avail it. Anyone cannot become a surrogate parent. Okay, only a married couple can become a surrogate or intended parent under Surrogacy Act. It means single person cannot opt for surrogacy in India. Then they have to first obtain a certificate of recommendation from district medical board or DMB. Then what is gestational surrogacy? Just I told you, no? A female who do not have a uterus or missing uterus or abnormal uterus, or if the uterus is surgically removed due to any medical condition such as gynecological cancer. So in this case, this female will not be able to carry baby. So now this female, if she is married, then this couple can opt for gestational surrogacy in India. So in India, gestational surrogacy is allowed only for a married couple who cannot have babies in natural ways or if there is any medical condition. Clear? Then intended parent or woman. It means in India, a single man cannot opt for surrogacy, but a single woman can opt for surrogacy, but that single woman should be either divorcee, divorcee, widow. Then that woman can opt for surrogacy. So intended parent or woman who has repeatedly failed to conceive after multiple IVF or intracytoplasmic sperm injection attempts, they can opt for surrogacy. Multiple pregnancy losses resulting from an unexplained medical reason, unexplained graft rejection due to exaggerated immune response, means these are medical conditions. You need not to remember the medical conditions. You can simply remember a married couple who cannot have baby because of medical conditions. They can opt for the surrogacy. Clear? Any illness that makes it impossible for a woman to carry a pregnancy to viability or pregnancy that is life threatening. So these are some criterias in which a married couple can opt for surrogacy in India. Then an intending woman, अगर single woman, पहले तो a married couple can opt for surrogacy in India. A single woman can also opt for surrogacy in India only if number one, just a minute. A single woman can also opt only if number one, she is a widow. Number two, she is divorcee. Number three, her age is between 35 to 45 years, and she can also opt for surrogacy. It means single men are not allowed to have surrogacy or opt for surrogacy. Fine. The intending couple where the woman is of the age of 23 to 50 years and a man between 26 to 55 years is eligible under the law. ये तो मैंने आपको already बता दिया है. Only such intending couples can apply who have not had any surviving child biologically or through adoption or earlier surrogacy. इसका मतलब क्या है? Those married couple or a single woman who are opting for surrogacy, they should not have any biological child, means they do not have child, only then they can opt for surrogacy. For example, I will give you example. शाहरुख खान पता है आपको? शाहरुख खान का जो तीसरा लड़का है अब्राहम, वो सरोगसी से हुआ है. अब शाहरुख खान मैरिड कपल है, बट अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस लॉ ही विल नॉट बी अलाउड टू हैव अ और ऑप्ट फॉर सरोगसी. वाई? बिकॉज उसे पहले एक लड़का भी है और एक लड़की भी है, मतलब उसे बायोलॉजिकल चाइल्ड है ना, बट जब उसने सरोगसी की तो दैट टाइम दिस लॉ वाज नॉट इन एग्जिस्टेंस ना, दैट्स व्हाई ही डिड. देन आपको पता होगा तुषार कपूर को भी सरोगसी से बेबी हुई है. अब अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस न्यू लॉ, अ सिंगल मैन कैन नॉट हैव अ चाइल्ड थ्रू सरोगसी, अ सिंगल वुमन कैन. तो इसे भी अलाउ नहीं होता अगर वो तब ये लॉ होता. तो आई होप यू आर गेटिंग इट. नेक्स्ट, an exception has been provided for the couples whose child is mentally or physically challenged or suffers from life-threatening disorder or fatal illness with no permanent cure. Means, suppose एक married couple है, normally if that couple has a biological child, तो they cannot opt for surrogacy. But a married couple है and they have a biological child which is mentally and physically challenged, and that child is suffering from life-threatening disorder. In that case, even if this married couple has a biological child, they can opt for surrogacy in India. It's that simple. Got it? So the intending couple or intending woman is not allowed to abandon the child born out of surrogacy procedure for any reason. I told you already. A child born out of a surrogacy procedure is deemed to be a biological child of the intending couple or intending woman. So intending couple or intending woman, they just can't deny or they just can't disown the child born out of surrogacy. Okay, in India. It's very simple. थोड़ी legal provisions है, मैंने concept वाला point तो आपको बता दिया है. Fine. What are the major challenges in front of this act or in case of surrogacy? The two acts have been described as discriminatory against the single man, as this act do not allow single man to opt for surrogacy. So they discriminate against single man who may desire to become a father via surrogacy, or a married woman who already has a child. मैंने आपको बताया ना, a married couple who already has a biological child, they cannot opt for surrogacy. But what if a couple want to opt for surrogacy? So this act do not allow them to have a child by surrogacy and is desirous of expanding her family through the procedure. So basically, this provision says that this act is discriminatory. It discriminates against single men and it discriminates against people who want to expand their family through surrogacy. Okay, disqualifying other persons on the basis of nationality, that like in India only Indians can opt for surrogacy. Marital status in India only single woman, if she is widowed or divorcee, can opt for surrogacy. If she is unmarried, she cannot opt for surrogacy. Then single men cannot opt for surrogacy. Sexual orientation, only heterosexual couple can have babies through surrogacy in India. एंड एज इन्होंने 55 ईयर की अपर लिमिट दी है ना, तो यू आर डिस्क्रिमिनेटिंग पीपल ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ नेशनलिटी, मैरिटल स्टेटस, सेक्सुअल ओरिएंटेशन एंड देयर राइट to expand their family. So these are some issues that are related to this act and which need to be addressed. Then reproductive autonomy ये एक्ट नहीं देता. Inclusive of the right to procreation and parenthood is not within the domain of the state. So state क्या कर रहा है? State control regulate कर रहा है कि who can reproduce and who cannot. Then infertility cannot be compulsory to undertake surrogacy. The certificate to prove infertility is a violation of privacy as part of the right to life under Article 21 of the Constitution. So आपको यहाँ पे बताया गया है ना कि if some couple wants to have a baby through surrogacy, they need to take a certificate from the district medical board. So this way, you're telling whole society that this couple is infertile. So that is a problem, na? So it is a violation of the right to privacy under Article 21 of the Constitution. Then already India is a surrogacy hub, and now if you regulate surrogacy, if you do not allow commercial surrogacy, then the people involved in this surrogacy industry in India, they will be unemployed, and many people across the world, they will be unable to access the low cost best quality medical services in India. India as a surrogacy hub, India has emerged as a hub for infertility treatment, attracting people from the world over with its state-of-the-art technology and competitive prices to treat infertility. So now, because of this act and the provisions, now India won't be a surrogacy hub, and that is a problem. So what India we should do? India should make commercial surrogacy legal in India, which is illegal today. Then India should consider surrogacy as a humanitarian act, and it should not discriminate against anyone on the basis of sexual orientation, on the basis of marital status, on the basis of nationality, or on the basis of right to choice. And surrogacy comes under the reproductive choice of woman, and it is included as fundamental right under the purview of Article 21. So you are limiting the right of that woman to have reproductive choices by coming up with a surrogacy law that limits the options for a couple, for a human to have their own biological child. Clear? So before this act, what was regulating the surrogacy? So prior to coming into effect of the laws, the Indian Council of Medical Research, that is ICMR, had issued a code of practice, ethical and consideration and legal issues for clinics involved in such procedures. So before this law, ICMR was involved in the regulation of surrogacy clinics. The guidelines said surrogacy by assisted conception should normally be considered only for patients for whom it would be physically or medically impossible to carry a baby to term, and that a surrogate mother should not be over 45 years of age. ये पुरानी न्यूज़ है, not much important. So this is all about surrogacy. I will quickly revise. Why surrogacy was in current affair? Because a Tamil film director Vignesh and his wife had a twin boy, and most probably that is through surrogacy. Then what is the condition of surrogacy in India? So India is a hub of commercial surrogacy. It is a $2.3 billion industry in India. Why people come to India for surrogacy? Because the cost of medical facility is lower, the quality of medical services is good. It is very easy to find surrogate mothers in India because of poor socio-economic condition, and there was no law or regulatory framework in India to regulate surrogacy. That's why it became a surrogacy hub. Now, what is surrogacy? When a married couple or when an intending couple, when they implant their own biological child in the uterus of third woman, so that is surrogacy. Who can become a surrogate mother in India? The one who is married, the one whose age is between 25 to 35 years, the one who is willing to become a surrogate mother, and she can become a surrogate mother only once in her lifetime, and she has the right to abort that surrogate child if she feels so. Then in India, commercial surrogacy is not allowed, only altruistic surrogacy is allowed. Then In India, there are penalties also up to 10 years or up to 10 lakh rupees of fine if someone do not follows the law provisions mentioned in the Surrogacy Act. Then, who can opt for surrogacy in India? So only a married couple or a widowed or divorcee single woman can opt for surrogacy. No other person can opt for surrogacy, and that too only gestational surrogacy. Then uh, age should be between 35 to 45 years of that single woman or intending parent. ठीक है, तो ये सब चीज़ें हमने सरोगसी के बारे में आपको बताई। मेजर इश्यूज क्या है, ये डिस्क्रिमिनेटरी है लॉ, इंडिया ने इनको फिक्स करके प्राइवेसी को वायोलेट ना करते हुए कमर्शियल सरोगसी अलाउ करनी चाहिए। सो देयर वाज वन क्वेश्चन इन 2017 sorry 19 related to maternity benefit amendment act, not exactly related to surrogacy but yes it is related to maternity benefit. So पूछा था, तो let's see what exactly this question was. A pregnant women are entitled for 3 months pre-delivery and 3 months post-delivery paid leave. First statement: enterprises with creches must allow the mother minimum 6 creche visits daily. And third, women with 2 children get reduced entitlement. So only third statement is correct. Huh? Now I won't go in details of this question as it is more related to current affair. So answer is C. First and second statement are incorrect. Then what is xenotransplantation? Okay. So why it was in news? Because USMA recently researchers have said that genetically modified pig heart took longer to generate a heartbeat than hearts of pigs or humans usually do. So in USA, doctors transplanted the heart of genetically modified pig into human, and that human died in 2 or 3 months, I guess. Okay, so it was not a successful experiment, but because of this experiment the concept of xenotransplantation becomes important for us. So what is xenotransplantation? You should know only meaning and that's it. Xenotransplantation is any procedure that involves the transplantation, implantation, or infusion into a human recipient. Means if you transplant, implant, or infuse in human, what? If you transplant, implant, or infuse a live cell into a human, a live tissue into a human, लाइव ऑर्गन इनटू अ ह्यूमन, लेकिन ये सेल टिश्यू या ऑर्गन किसका होना चाहिए? नॉन ह्यूमन एनिमल का सेल टिश्यू या ऑर्गन अगर आप ह्यूमन में इम्प्लांट, ट्रांसप्लांट या इन्फ्यूज करते हो तो दैट इज जीनो ट्रांसप्लांटेशन. तो व्हाट वी डिड, वी ट्रांसप्लांटेड द हार्ट of genetically modified pig which is a non human animal into human. So हो गया कि नहीं ये xeno transplantation? Yes or no? Then B, human body fluids, cells, tissues or organs that have had ex vivo contact with live non-human animal cells, tissues or organs. या फिर if you transplant, implant or infuse any live cell, tissue or organ of human but they were in contact with the cell, tissue or organ of a non-human animal. So that can also be considered as xenotransplantation. They can ask you in preliminary examination the meaning of xenotransplantation. So remember both these meanings of xenotransplantation. Clear? Let's go ahead. In 2021, surgeons at New York University Langone Health transplanted kidneys from the same line of genetically modified pigs into 2 legally dead people with no discernible brain function, and actually these kidneys worked really well but these people were dead, legally dead मतलब उनका brain dead था. दे वर ब्रेन डेड, हार्ट चल रहा था, लंग्स चल रहे थे बट दे वर ब्रेन डेड. तो उनमें उन्होंने ये पिग की किडनी क्या की, ट्रांसप्लांट की थी एंड दे एक्चुअली वर्क वेल. दैट्स व्हाई दे ट्रांसप्लांटेड द हार्ट ऑफ द जेनेटिकली मॉडिफाइड पिग इनटू अ alive person but that failed. The organs were not rejected and functioned normally while the deceased recipients were sustained on ventilators. So that's why they thought कि maybe genetically modified pig's heart will work. So recent evidence had suggested that transplantation of cells and tissues may be therapeutic for certain diseases such as neurodegenerative disorders, diabetes, where again human materials are not usually available. So I should say कि xenotransplantation can be used in organ transplantation और you can say regenerative treatment. अगर आपके बॉडी का कोई भी सेल, कोई भी टिश्यू, कोई भी ऑर्गन आपको रीजनरेट करना है तो you can opt for xenotransplantation, and that's why many doctors and scientists are working on this concept of xenotransplantation. What are the issues? Use of xenotransplantation raises concerns regarding potential infection of recipients with both recognized and unrecognized infectious agent. तो ऐसा हो सकता है ना कि when we transplanted heart of a genetically modified pig into the human, so while doing that, maybe some bacteria or viruses which are mainly found in pigs only, they will get they will enter into the human body, and from human they may spread. तो zoonotic diseases की possibility है, and the possible subsequent transmission to their close contacts and into the general human population. Then, moreover, new infectious agents may not be readily identifiable with current technique. So basically क्या है, xenotransplantation can bring zoonotic diseases into human about which we don't have any knowledge. So this is a question from 2020. It is related to the stem cell therapy. Just go through the question and I want you to answer. अब यहाँ पे मुझे आप लोगों से इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर चाहिए, मतलब चाहिए, मतलब चाहिए. चलिए. Number 1, genetic changes can be introduced in the cells that produce eggs or sperms of a prospective parent. Second, a person's genome can be edited before birth at the early embryonic stage. Third, human-induced pluripotent stem cells can be injected into the embryo of a pig. तो आपको पूछा जा रहा है which statements are correct. तो answer is I think it should be D. Yes, all this can be done but it is not allowed. Biotechnology point of view से all these things can be done, these three things can be done, but it is not allowed, it is not legal. So what can be done? So all these three things can be done. Second question, it was asked in 2019. What is Cas9 protein that is often mentioned in the news? A molecular seizure used in targeted gene editing. Obviously that is what it is. I hope you know about CRISPR-Cas9, and if you don't know तो मैंने इसी चैनल पे YouTube पे CRISPR-Cas9 पे ऑलरेडी एक वीडियो बनाया हुआ है, तो you should watch that video because CRISPR-Cas9 is very very important for your prelims as well as for your mains examination. And plus आपको ये जो भी क्वेश्चन मैंने पूछे हैं ना, आपको इन सारे क्वेश्चंस के आंसर कमेंट बॉक्स में देने हैं, ये पता करने के लिए कि आपका आंसर सही था या गलत था. So that's it from my side, guys. This is IQ Civil Science Academy. We just covered two important topics from biotechnology which were in current affairs. The first is surrogacy and another is xenotransplantation. Xenotransplantation is important for your prelims and surrogacy is important for your mains examination. So IQ Civil Science Academy, a great coach transforms life. We gave a good result in 2022 APSC examination. 28 students of IQ Civil Science Academy cleared APSC examination. 7 became ACS and 4 became APS. Then this is our Telegram channel. Subscribe to this Telegram channel because PPTs in PDF format will be available on this Telegram channel only. We are starting our new batches online as well as offline from 5th of January and 15th of January. So these are the numbers where you can call and register yourself for admissions for online as well as offline at IQ Civil Science Academy. So that's it from my side, guys. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Take care. Sayonara. See you soon.